Now,
Good times, yeah.
good times, yes.
Yes.
But like a long time ago,
Yeah.
and it had its time and it's done.
Yep.
Yeah. But I have a couple questions for you.
Yes, yeah, I know. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to turn the table.
No, it's cool because I love talking about me, but like, we're here to talk about you today.
You're
Like,
right,
awesome
that's true.
Because you're awesome in your own right.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
So, here's one for you. This is a good one. How has hip hop made an impact on the current state of the world to you?
To me, how hip hop has made an impact on the current state of the world, it's unquestionable. I mean, hip hop has emerged from, from the mud, essentially, and has now gone to, like, such heights. Like, it's become, like, a powerful element, like, in our, like if we have, like, a periodic table of elements, but of just, like, dope stuff. Hip-hop, hip-hop is, like, the oxygen. It's become, like, the soundtrack to, like, a lot of people's lives. And even, like, you could be going, like, when I go, like, I have a day job, and, like, I go clock in, but, like, I like to listen to some, like, some crazy hip-hop, to hype me up and get me, and I guess to go further than that into the global sense, I mean,
dude, it's
global.
Like, if you listen to K-pop, like,
it's true.
It's all over.
You're right. They have it out.
Yeah, like if you watch K-pop Demon Hunters, like there's like that dude, Baby Sada, he be rapping. Yeah,
really?
Like there's rap, like that's a part of the whole dynamic of K-pop groups.
Really? Yes. Okay. All
and
right.
You got rap overseas, like with Bad Bunny and
Alpha. El Alpha, yeah, exactly.
Dude, like,
yes, sir.
Like, it's crossed globally, and I honestly think, in my opinion, like, it's something that's been necessary. Like, hip hop gets us out of some shit.
Exactly. Like, it has like a power to feed families, to actually be like a way to give back to the community and to express real life shit, and it's like it's concrete, like it comes from the mind, and like the effects are very real in the world.
And you have dudes like Kendrick now who are really spitting the truth,
exactly,
and what people really need to hear. Like my friend is a massive Kendrick fan.
Oh god,
boom. So like on and on, like he's like, Kendrick's my goat. Like he has quotes, like he just like, in My Brother's a Massive. You had dudes like this guy right here, like who changed the world massively.
Oh my god, where would we be without Pac?
Where would we be without Pac?
Yeah.
So like we need all of that for surely.
Yes.
And okay, for my next question, this one's in my opinion, I think this hits a little home.
Okay.
But, do you think that hip hop should be an inclusive and exclusive genre? Because obviously it's a genre made by black people.
It is, and
you would be destined to. That's no case, of course, not racial.
I mean, I'm in the black house right now, and I'm not a black man, but and you know what, hip hop and many, if not like all the genres like of music have come from black people. Jazz, soul, funk, rock and roll,
country, which a lot of people don't recognize.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Country.
Yeah. Damn. All right. And of course hip hop. Like, so it's there's like, and I would like to consider myself like a student of hip hop, as like the game of hip hop, the culture, and I like to try to. I'm a big fan of Mac Miller and his DJ Clockwork.
Hi.
Yeah.
But continue.
Yeah. Mac Miller's DJ Clockwork. He has a quote where it's like, Clockwork, well, technically this is Mac talking about Clockwork. Clockwork is a student of the game, and he treats his bars as such. I guess, my position as, a student, as a guest in the home of hip-hop, like, I have to adhere to traditions, like, there are certain, like, elements of culture, and it's like, if I'm gonna go through and, like, exist in the space, then I gotta pay respect to the culture. It's just like if you were to go and eat at a restaurant there are certain ways of eating, certain ways of like respecting how things are presented, what the reasons behind, like, I could put together a drum beat, right, and like rap on it, but like there are certain origins of like, okay, the equipment, the context, it's like all that's very important, and it can be anything, but I think hip hop has a play, and this honestly goes for all genres, that you have to pay respect, especially, as a half white, half Asian guy, like I am technically, like I'm taking a tour here, and I'm like, I gotta be mindful of my impact on the environment, and like, and that's not to say that hip hop should necessarily be like exclusive in the sense that nobody can enter it, but there are right ways and wrong ways to enter a space. Certainly, if you want to coexist and be respected yourself, you gotta show respect. You gotta give love to get love, and you gotta, do that in a way where it's like you're not just copping the clout. You don't want to be a culture vulture, but you want to give like a unique taste of yourself, and that's how I try to look at it in hip hop, in that like specific genre, but then again in all genres, man. Yeah,
get you 100%. So with that, and how we talked about how deep hip hop has been for you,
yes,
and like its origins, how you started. So what does hip hop as a genre mean to you?
Man, in a word, resistance. In another word, perseverance, courage. It's like sometimes, like hip hop is like, how they say like, oh yeah, like Mary Jane never gonna leave you on red. Like hip hop is even more like that. Hip hop is never gonna leave you on red. No matter if you're on your like darkest day or the highest of highs, like hip hop is there, like to enter your ears and or whether you create or listen or just experience it as, a product of the world, it's always gonna be there. And so like that idea of perseverance, when we're trying to like get through our stuff, and just make it to that weekend, it's sure. Like, yeah, that's where what it means to me.
Yeah. And so, yeah, because hip hop is really a situational type of music to me.
Situational.
Like we were just talking about this on the way up here, but yes. Like you got Drake for when you're not feeling so good.
Oh yeah.
You got different types of music when you're hyped up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like if you need some Playboy.
Yeah, you need some Playboy cards.
You need some Playboy cards
sometimes.
Sometimes you need Uzi. Sometimes you need to just go back. Like it's a situational type of music.
That's right.
It's powerful in that way.
Yes. It has the power to like set the tone for like
definitely
an experience.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Like you got hip hop for all of it.
All of it.
Always gonna be here.
Yeah, that's true.
And hip hop is still young. Like it hasn't even hit 100 years old yet.
Man, that's crazy.
It's insane to think about. Like,
it is.
We never really think about that, but it's true. And then for my fourth question,
okay.
What in your perspective, and this is gonna hit as an artist, because you do this.
Okay.
So what in your perspective makes a great hip hop record?
That's a really good question. And great hip hop records are that they define, they can set the tone. And so I think that the greatest element is like the message, that because I come from it from multiple perspectives as like an instrumentalist and also a lyricist, but I think the great records that I have always listened to and that like have gotten me, or that I've just enjoyed, there's been a message, whether that be like a message to resist, to persevere, or to just have a good time, to party, to get fucked up, and to spend money, like, whatever it is, like, there is a strong message, and the instrumentals build on that and kind of like wrap around you and let you like sit like cozy with that. But the things that like kind of get into your mind and what like will, I think a good proxy of like what is a good album is like if you're listening to it and then elements of that are like coming out into your like everyday, like you might adopt like lingo, or you might start creating music that's similar to that. Like that power to inspire is what I think is really important.
And that power to feel too. Like,
yep.
When I listen to different types of stuff, like even like my whole vibe changes.
Yes.
Like I was listening to Jazz We Got by Tribe Called Quest, which as clearly known is like one of my favorite artists. I love Tribe Called Quest. They were number one on my Apple Replay.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, they were my guys.
That's awesome.
And they make me just feel smooth and confident and like and just chill. Like I'm in a whole nother zone. Like I'm just like it's dope. So like, and I said, like since it's a situational thing, like depending on the record, depending on the instrumentals, and depending on what you're listening to, like you'll feel a completely different emotion. And I think that speaks to all kinds of music, not just hip hop. But like depending on what you're listening to, and that makes a great record to make you feel. Which, like if I can't feel anything when I listen to it,
it's like you know when you listen to a song and you like you get chills a little bit. Yeah. You know it really makes you feel that's a really good point, man. Honestly,
Or even if it makes you sad or angry or whatever, like whatever you need to do to release that, like that hip hop music is a way to release that. And it's perfect for that.
That's true. It's a very cathartic thing, man.
Most definitely.
That's awesome.
My fifth question, second to last question, but how do you, what is that word? Discern that hip hop was the right genre for your artistic expression? How did you decide that, like, yeah, that's the way I want to go?
This kind of ties in earlier when we were talking about bands and all that kind of stuff. When I was in bands and I represented like one element of the creative process, there was only so much power that I really had to like get a song done, to really like create fully. And what like made me want to start creating hip hop is like I would know people like J. Cole, like Jid, like that are making songs, and I don't know if Jid really produces a lot. I know J. Cole produces.
Yeah, J. Cole can produce that. So.
Like, but like, yeah, like where you're making the beat, you're rapping on it. It's like there is no stopping you when it comes to hip hop. Like, I really think like the flow that you can get into, like it's like a flow state, you know. So instead of having to rely on others, you can cut through and like actually make a fire song and like move people like from your bedroom, from a closet, from like a small little space. I mean, we have so many like huge records that were made like in a couple hours, in a day in somebody's room, you know. And it's like we go back to like the SoundCloud era, you know, like that was like a huge thing to like break past industry stuff. And like, you know, sometimes you are not gonna know what you want. No one else is gonna know what you want to say more than yourself, you know.
So it was like the individuality that brought you to hip hop.
Yes.
And made you say like, because you can be an individual in your own right.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Thank you, man.
That is great.
That's like a very real thing. Yeah, that individuality and like you're really making something like for yourself, and it could be for other people too, but it's like a product of you. You know? Yeah, which I really like.
All right. Then the final question, number 6.
All right.
Who are the paramount figures influencing your work within the realm of hip hop? Now this is because this is basically like your top 5.
This is exactly. Hold on, okay, I might have to think on this. And you know, I don't want to get skewed by my Wrapped. You know, I just got my Wrapped in, so I don't want to be skewed. But if we're going back, like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for 50 Cent. And, you know, like, is he in my daily rotation? No disrespect to him, but not all the time. I do drink vitamin water, so we're good.
Vitamin water.
Yeah, exactly. We need actually cut that out. We need a sponsorship. Vitamin water.
Shout out 50. Shout out vitamin water.
Exactly. Okay. Actually, you guys can't see it, but we have like a whole case of vitamin water back here. Yeah, so we're all good. But